course of the last 15 years, I have worked with thousands of individuals going through breakups. My experience has shown me that the vast majority of individuals who experience incredibly painful breakups are those who would be categorized as having an insecure attachment style. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how different attachment styles experience breakups in different ways. Anyone who works with me will learn quickly about their own attachment style, as it's one of the most important factors that shapes our experience of relationships. Your own attachment style will have come about from your earliest childhood experience, in particular the ways in which your primary caregivers related to you and connected with you. Here's a quick overview for those of you who are not yet familiar with the term attachment style. People who are lucky enough to have been brought up by consistently loving and delightfully reliable parents will find that they're able to form what is called a secure attachment to others, as they feel that they can trust that they're lovable and that they will be loved. Recent studies show that's about 65% of the general population. The remaining 35% have what is called an insecure attachment style. Insecure attachment styles fall into three general categories: anxious, avoidant, and anxious avoidant. For the purpose of this particular video, I'm going to talk about the differences between each of these three styles in how they process a breakup. So firstly, let's talk about how the anxiously attached experience a breakup. I often refer to this style as overfunctioning, as it's a style that works extremely hard in relationships to maintain the connection. The act of breaking up with someone, it's something that triggers some of the deepest wounds in the anxiously attached individual. These wounds can include negative thought patterns along the lines of I'm rejected, I'm not good enough, I'm alone, I'm abandoned. A breakup can therefore feel like a momentous life event that feels utterly devastating, and it's the form of their worst nightmare becoming real. In the early stages of breakup, the anxious individual will be in a highly triggered state and will focus on trying to get back what they've lost in order to gain relief from the suffering, regardless of whether or not the relationship was actually a good one for them. When they shift into more acceptance that the relationship is over, they can then be overtaken by extreme sadness or depression. An avoidant, on the other hand, experiences a breakup in a very different way. As this style is often born as a reaction to claustrophobic early relationships, I often refer to it as smothered. You'll also sometimes see it as described as dismissive avoidant. An avoidant individual's experience of a breakup often starts with a deactivation of feelings, which is a subconscious strategy to protect themselves from feeling the pain of their feelings, often focusing on the flaws of their ex to justify why they shouldn't be feeling sad about it, and they will repress any feelings of missing their ex. Their experience of sadness and loss often creeps up more slowly over time, with painful feelings rising in waves until they numb out their feelings again. The anxious avoidance style experiences elements from both anxious and an avoidance style. The third insecure attachment style, also called fearful avoidant, is often referred to as disorganized, which sounds horribly critical to me. This style has a combination of patterns from both anxious and avoidant styles. I personally use the shorthand of mistrustful to describe this style, as it often occurs as a result of inconsistent parenting, where the child is not able to rely on parents to support their emotional needs. I myself identified as anxious avoidant until I did some profound therapeutic work to heal my childhood traumas. When processing a breakup, the anxious avoidant typically initially shuts down in much the same way as the classic avoidant, but in a more extreme form. The difference between this style and the avoidant is that the shutting down will be interspersed with going in and out of similar extreme emotions to the anxious. As a coping mechanism, they may often retreat into unhealthy coping habits because they simultaneously feel immersed in pain but want to repress the pain. All of these examples give you a bit of a flavor of the complexities of how your early experiences in life affect your present-day processing. All of those insecure attachment styles' coping mechanisms can cause complications in the healing process, as there are additional triggers and factors for them to navigate through. However, whatever your attachment style, know that a full recovery is possible. Whatever your background and whatever your experience, I have never ever worked with a single soul that has not been able to overcome their pain. With the right tools and good skills of connecting with yourself and with others, everyone has the possibility of being able to transform the pain of a breakup into deeper wisdom and healthy, thriving relationships. Knowledge is your starting place, and from a place of knowledge and self-awareness, you can start to deepen your skill set. I love sharing my tools and my tips with you, so please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to do the work that I'm doing on this channel and continue sharing my experience with you.